Hello, good people. Thank you for tuning back in. Today we're going to talk about the Ebola scare and why it is in the media right now, 2014. So, I'm going to put some gematria up on the screen. That's the practice of coding numbers into words as invented by Pythagoras, where 33 is a very significant number. The word name in English is with the 14th, the 1st, the 13th, and the 5th letter. The word name equals 33, and Pythagoras thought a name should equal 33. So, right now we're getting an Ebola story, and 33 years later the nation got a scare story with illness in regards to AIDS. 1981, October. The announcement for AIDS came in October of 1981, which is also significant to this story because October is the only month with the gematria of 33. No other month sums to 33. The only other month that is related is July, which has a 3-3 in the letter coding. And when you think about October and July, they're 9 months apart. And what do we think of when we think of 9? A lot of different things, probably. I'll let you think about it. Anyhow, let's look at AIDS. AIDS is the first letter, the 9th, the 4th, and the 19th. You sum it up, 33. HIV is 8 plus 9 plus 22, also sums to 39. 33 and 39 you find paired together often. You find it in the state New York. You find it in James Madison's writing. You find it in the Declaration of Independence. You even find it in companies such as Nike, which are located in the 33rd state. And if you add up Nike, 14 plus 9 plus 11 plus 5 for Nike, it sums to 39. And if you look at the CEOs of Nike, which there have only been 2 to date, they both have names that sum to 33, which are very common traits for all of these mega corporations we're used to as it happens. So anyway, moving on, just look at the word ill. The word ill is spelled 9 plus 12 plus 12, I plus L, 33. And the word flu, which we associate with being ill, sums to 39. Let's see, I have a glare on my screen. Alright, so yeah, in the case of AIDS, the doctor who discovered patient 0 was 31 years old, by the way, and the ranging degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry are 31 through 33. So patient 0 was discovered by this 33-year-old Dr. Michael Gottlieb at UCLA. And look at UCLA on the screen. U is the 21st letter. In gematria, 2 plus 1 becomes 3. C is the 3rd letter. L is the 12th. 1 plus 2 becomes 3. So it has this 333 coding in it. Lots of 3s. Are you seeing it? And of course, the name Michael itself in gematria sums to 33. And think of all the Michael celebrities, especially from the 80s, which is when this 33 thing really started to blow up from my research. I mean, it's been going on for centuries, don't get me wrong, but the 80s on, when we had the 33rd governor of California, Ronald Reagan, as the president, seems to have gone nuts. And look at, we had AIDS to go with it, part of this 33 scare. In the film Omega Man, which has been remade as I Am Legend, it is the KV virus that destroys humanity, and the main character's name is Robert. Omega Man sums to 33 in gematria. Robert sums to 33 in gematria. KV sums to 33 in gematria. In the 1968 film Planet of the Apes, it is ALZ-113 that wipes out humanity. Think of 113. 11 times 3 is 33. ALZ is 1 plus 12 plus 26, which sums to 39. That other number, like HIV and flu. So, I mean, get a good peek at that. We're going to move on to Ebola and how much 33 is in that. Stay tuned. Alright, chapter 2. So now we're moving on to Ebola. 33 years later from 1981, AIDS outbreak, 2014, July 22nd. Here's the gematria of what we're going to talk about. So, the contraction date is significant. The 33-year-old doctor, supposedly helping out with the Ebola outbreak in Africa, contracted it himself on July 22nd. Well, let's look at this date in history. This is in recent history. This is the date of the Oslo bombing. If you missed that one, that's the one where they showed the steel frame image on the news where nobody anywhere in the picture is moving, while meanwhile there's an animated explosion. And they showed that image over and over and over on our media, this steel frame with an animated explosion, and told us about the Muslim terrorist attack on Norway, one of 833 nations in the world, 3 of which are in Europe, the most densely populated 33 continent. All right. More recently, there was the Boston Marathon bombing, April 15th, 2013, that took place at 2:49 or 11 minutes until 3 in the afternoon. Check it if you don't believe me. The younger Sarnov brother who lived, and the name Sarnov's a treat too. You'll have to read my blog. I'm not going to give you away all the magic. But the younger Sarnov brother, he was born July 22nd, 1993, supposedly. If you add up that date, 7 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 3, it sums to 33. And something I want to tell you about the number 93. If you look this up, there's a religion called Thelema written about by Aleister Crowley. And he claimed it was an elite occult religion that power players in this world were following. Anyway, the word martyr sums to 93. And just think about 93 in light of the World Trade Center, the 93 World Trade Center bombings, Flight 93 in the Keystone State. Gematria of Keystone is 33. You know how many passengers were on Flight 93? I bet you can guess. That's right, 33. 33 on Flight 93. On the big hoax, on the big psyops. All right. So, and also earlier this year on February 27th, if you can imagine that date, 227, the reverse is 722. There used to be a TV show called 227, directed by somebody with a 33 name, very common in Hollywood and sitcoms and everywhere you see faces on TV. But anyhow, Keeper, in My Brother's Keeper on 227, sums to 33. And if you go to my blog, freetofindtruth.blogspot.com, you can just type in free to find truth, all as one blocked word on any web search. It'll come right up. On February 27th, I wrote about it, and I said, watch, it's going to come up in the next big gun hoax at some point. And look, it comes out with a guy named Michael Brown, MB, like My Brother's Keeper. If you haven't seen my other posts on Ferguson and what's going down, you need to do that. I'm telling you guys are missing out if you haven't seen it. This is real knowledge you can use. It will change your life. It will make you see. It will expand your consciousness. So anyway, this Ebola outbreak 33 years after the AIDS outbreak with this 33-year-old doctor, it started in Conakry, Guinea. Look at the gematria of Conakry. If you want to know how I do this, C is 3, O is the 15th letter, 1 plus 5 becomes 6, N is the 14th letter, 1 plus 4 becomes 5, A is the first, K is the 11th. I have the option of making this 11 or 2 because it's a master number. K and V are the master numbers. Remember, KV virus wipes out humanity in that movie. So anyway, this way it sums to 33 Conakry. If I made it 11, it would sum to 42. The word ill equals 33 in gematria. The word sick equals 42. So either way, it makes perfect sense, right? Sick, ill, in Conakry, perfect. And then where do they bring him back to? Where do they bring this guy back to for the scare? They bring him back to Atlanta, ATL, 1 plus 20 plus 12, 33, on the 33rd parallel north, where CNN is headquartered. CNN was established by Robert Turner III, better known as Ted Turner, born November 19th, 1938. If you guys want to know how I remember all this stuff, it's because I've been writing a book for over a year and researching this because I want to get to the bottom of all this sickness. They are deceiving us all and it needs to stop. Somebody's got to stop it, so I'm here to help. We can all stop it together. This is it's going to take 1 million of us. We can do it. But anyway, Robert sums to 33 in gematria. Turner sums to 33. Robert Turner III. His birthday, 1119. 1119 is the year Knights of Templar were founded, a Masonic organization. A lot of people say the roots of the Freemasons are right there. 1119, 1938, if you add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 3 plus 8, it sums to 33. And it's not just him. The New York Times was established September 18th, 1851. Add that date up just like we just did for his birthday. Sums to 33. Newsweek was established in 33. The word Newsweek equals 33. The word people equals 33. The word time equals 47. You start looking at all of our major publications, they got their gematria, their numerology just stamped all over it, just like they do in every article today. So this is something that's been going on for, man, almost 200 years. Actually, sorry, that was a major misspeak. This is something that's going on way longer than that, but I'm just saying in our own papers, in this nation, it's been going on that long. So remember, New World Order, Illuminati, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. We do live under an order. It's an order by these people, these madmen who made the English language, and that's why they're spreading it worldwide. It's their stamp, their sickness, this world that they have us living under. Think about this. The number 42 is the meaning of life number in numerology, and if you laugh at that because you go, oh, that's in Monty Python, or oh, that's in whatever stupid movies out there, the reason they do that to you is because they want you to dismiss it. But it is true. There is this thing, numerology. It is the meaning of life number, and in the English language, the words war, sin, gun, sick all sum to 42. That cannot be an accident. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to close with one more thing. I'm going to show you how AIDS was also a deliberate attack on homosexuals. Alright, change the scenery. It was getting hot out there. Plus I couldn't see the whiteboard as well. So, also I just want to show you guys just how sick these people are and how AIDS is obviously a deliberate attack on homosexuals. And I mean, even if you look at the language, this probably tells you that since the beginning, the people who made this language have always had something out for homosexuals. Because the number 33, it's not a very nice thing. And you just think about the way homosexuals are treated in our society. It's a shame. Even in my own family, my mother is from, she has 8 other siblings. There's 9 children in that family, and even in her own family, one of her brothers came out as a 50-some-year-old. Well, not even all the way out, but out enough that some of his siblings got whiff, and they don't even talk to him. And I know that's not an isolated incident. I mean, that's the kind of country we live in because of all this hate that is bred, and this is how it's bred. Through our media, through our culture, it's all deliberate. It's hate, hate, hate. It's divide, divide, divide. It's scare, scare, scare. And just take a look at it. Gay equals 33. Homosexual, I didn't do the math up there, but trust me, go to my blog. It's there. You can see the math. It's a lot to write out on the whiteboard. Equals 133. Queer equals 66. Happy equals 66. Woman equals 66. Freedom equals 66. Look at fags. Sorry to say, it equals 33. AIDS, it equals 33. If I wrote out the word 33, THIRTY, turned it into letters to numbers, it would sum to 33. It's unbelievable. This is a real code. This is the proof of the villains behind our society. Thanks for watching, people. We're going to expose this. We're going to stop this together. Thanks.